A violent two-vehicle accident on Christmas Day claims the lives of 3 people. Today is Friday, December 26th, and this is 570 News on the Go, brought to you in part by NorthCentralPA.com. We are under a winter weather advisory until Saturday morning with the chance of 2 inches of snow. 3 people died and at least 2 people were critically injured in a violent two-vehicle accident on Christmas Day in Center County. The head-on collision happened just before 2:30 Thursday on North Eagle Valley Road near the Bald Eagle State Park in Howard Township. A Pontiac G6 and a Nissan Pathfinder both crossed the center line and crashed head-on into each other. The driver and 2 passengers in the Pontiac died from their injuries. 2 other passengers in the Pontiac were airlifted to trauma centers. The driver of the Nissan was transported to the hospital for treatment of unknown injuries. North Eagle Valley Road, also known as Route 150, was closed for about 5 hours in the area of the accident, which was between Howard and the entrance to the Bald Eagle State Park. Volunteer firemen spent Christmas night at a 2-alarm house fire in eastern Lycoming County. Around 10 o'clock last night, they were called to a structure fire at 152 North Main Street in Hughesville. Once on the scene, it was confirmed there was a working fire at the rear of the multi-unit residence. The bulk of the fire was extinguished within 5 minutes of the dispatch. All occupants were safely evacuated and assisted by neighbors to stay warm during the incident. The Hughesville Volunteer Fire Department reported that a total of 30 volunteer firefighters and emergency responders assisted at the scene. A state parolee is facing a 3rd set of theft charges in Lycoming County. The Sun-Gazette reports that 63-year-old David Smith of Williamsport was recently charged with the theft of a cell phone from the stereo shop on Washington Boulevard. That theft occurred in August. At the time, he had already waived his hearing on allegations he stole a phone from UPMC Williamsport. He will face further court action, not only for those 2 thefts, but also on felony charges following a retail theft at the River Avenue Wise Markets in July. He remains locked up in lieu of bail. A Lairdsville woman is arrested on allegations of driving under the influence 2 times in 4 days. On August 29th, 44-year-old Krista Garrison was driving impaired when she struck a pedestrian on Dutchtown Road in Lycoming County's Mill Creek Township. The pedestrian suffered moderate injuries that included a concussion. 4 days later, on September 2nd, troopers stopped her in Wolf Township for a minor infraction involving the car's license plate. She showed signs of impairment and allegedly admitted to using methamphetamine before getting behind the wheel. She waived her hearings on both incidents and is free on bail. Clothing retailer American Eagle announced they are closing stores in Snyder and Center counties. The store at the Susquehanna Valley Mall and the American Eagle store at the Nittany Valley Mall are set to close in January. Also at the Susquehanna Valley Mall, several other retailers will be shutting down for good next week, including Imagination Toys and Sylvia's Sweet Cakes. The deer season is far from over for Pennsylvania hunters. The flintlock season runs today through January 19th for most wildlife management units. Archery deer opens today and runs until January 19th at certain WMUs as well. An extended antlerless firearms season also begins today. And thanks to a Good Samaritan, Christmas is a little brighter for a person who lost their Christmas cash. On Monday morning, a patron at the CVS in Lycoming Township found $500 in cash that had been dropped in the parking lot at the Lycoming Creek Road location. The Good Samaritan took the cash to the Lycoming Regional Police. Because of the swift actions of the patron and police, the scene was revisited and the cash was successfully returned to the rightful owner. For the latest in news and events, head on over to NorthCentralPA.com. I'm Liz Brady, and you're up to date with 570 News on the Go.